of love, basis of wanting our enemies to even be blessed. Okay.
So I like this brother right here because, this is not to attack the brother. He has the right, he's in the right spirit. He knows who he is according to the scriptures. But at the same time, he is still stuck in that Christian mindset, in that Christianity mindset. Because think about it. When you go to war with a people, you know, for example, when America went to war with, Japan and Germany, at any time did they say, we're going to bless Japan? We're not going to cause any harm to Japan or any harm to Germany. You see, how can you win a war if you in a constant mindset that we're going to bless those who are trying to destroy us? That makes no sense. So, all throughout the Bible, Israel has been at war with one nation or another one. Anyone outside the 12 tribes of Israel, you see, we have been at constant battle, constant war with these people. See, when we came out of Egypt, did God say, we're going to bless the Egyptians? We're going to love the Egyptians. You see, we're going to see how many, if there's 50 Egyptians in Egypt, you know, we're going to not bring destruction on them. No, that's not what God said. God destroyed the Egyptians. He brought plagues on the Egyptians, you see, for his people, you see. So we can't no longer be in this Christianity, mindset, that the slave master taught us. You see, he destroyed us mentally. You see, you read that in Deuteronomy 28:48. He destroyed us mentally to the point where now we feel like we got to love everyone, including those people who are trying to destroy us as a people. Let's look at book of Isaiah, y'all, chapter 43. Let's start at verse 3. It says, "For I am the Lord thy God, the Holy One of Israel, thy Savior. I gave Egypt for thy ransom." God destroyed Egypt for the Israelites. You see, he didn't say, oh, we're going to bless our enemies. No, God is a God of war. You can't win a war if you trying to shake hands with your enemies while they trying to stab you in the back. That's irrational behavior. I gave Egypt for thy ransom, Ethiopia and Saba for thee. See that? So God doesn't believe in, oh, we're gonna bless our enemies. No, that's not how. That's not how it works. Let's go to the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 7. It says, "So of thy people, of God's chosen people, you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, was accepted both the salvation. We accepted our salvation. You know, when we came out of Egypt, we accepted that. We were happy to be out of bondage. We was accepted the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemies." See that? Not love of the enemies, not blessing of the enemies, but destruction. See, you can't have salvation without destruction of your enemies. That's the thing that Christians can't get through their brain. It doesn't work. Salvation, you cannot be saved as a people unless your enemies get destroyed. We have to accept that. You see? So once again, you see all the things that is going on in Israel, in Palestine right now. That is of the Most High. You see, We have to accept that our enemies are being destroyed. You see, destruction is going to come to America as well. You see, we cannot say, oh, we're going to pick up arms and go fight for, the United States of America. This is our country, and still think that we're going to be saved. That's not, it don't work that way. If you want to be saved, if the Israelites who are repenting want to be saved, they have to accept destruction of their enemies as well. Shalom.